Hey everyone. This is like the third time I'm recording this video, but apparently every single time you can barely hear me, so I'm trying to talk louder. But I'm here with a little video. It's gonna be a collection of the books I'm reading for Halloween is coming up, and I'm kind of doing the whole themed reading. I'm only gonna do it for Halloween and Christmas, but usually I just read whatever. I'll go from reading a book like Pretty Little Liars to a Stephen King book. So I just pretty much go, I want to read that and I read it. But I thought for this um, holiday coming up, I would start reading creepy books. I love creepy books. I used to read only Dean Koontz and Stephen King. For a couple of months, I would try to read every single one of their books. And I pretty much did that for Dean Koontz. I've read like all of his books minus maybe like three or four because I didn't like them. But in Stephen King, I don't think I could read all of his books in my whole lifetime. But I'm trying. But so for this month, I these are the books I'm going to be reading, and this one I wanted to give you a little background. This is called Obake Files by Glen, and Obake means ghost in Japanese, and these are Japanese ghost stories based in Hawaii. And if you want to see a creepy picture, um, these are some weird pictures that people have taken. But this is Pele, and Pele is it's Pele. If you want to look it up online, if you guys are interested in ghost stories, Pele is the Hawaiian Volcano Goddess, and she apparently when she puts herself in a into human form, which she can do, she becomes this like old, frail looking woman. And a lot of people in Hawaii they hitchhike because it's pretty safe out there. And so there's been like actual accounts of people that have um, will be driving along on a certain highway where she likes to hang out, I guess, and she'll be standing on the side of the road, hitchhiking, and someone will go to pick her up. And the weird thing is, even if you have no one in the front, if it's just you, she always asks to sit in the back seat. Like always, every single one of the stories have been that she sits in the back seat, and you're like, okay, whatever. So she sits in the back seat, and there's a story of this guy, like 20 to 30, and he will be, he's talking to her in the back seat, and he's looking in the rearview mirror, talking to her, and like all of a sudden you pass this one point where I guess she wants to be let off, and she'll just disappear out of the car. And there's another one where there's just one tunnel where you're not allowed to bring like luau's, if you know what that is. It's like celebration, and people will bring fresh pork, like a freshly killed pig. And so apparently she doesn't like that. And so there's other stories where you'll be going down this highway, or this highway, and you'll hit this tunnel, and once you get halfway through, your car will stall. No matter what, it'll stall, and you get out and you try to, there's accounts of, people getting out and they try to figure out what's wrong, and there's nothing wrong with the car, and then this, I think it was this guy or this girl, whatever, she was and if you figure this tunnel's kind of long, so it's pretty dark, and this guy was, in front of his car. He's trying to, under the hood, and he gets this like whisper in his ear, and it says like, "Take the pig out" or something, because he has like a freshly killed pig, and he's like, "Oh, whatever," and then I guess it happens again, and it freaks him out, so he takes the pig out, puts it inside of the road, and the car starts. And so it's just creepy stuff like that. My dad's been telling me stories like that since I was 4 or 5, and I love Hawaiian ghost stories. Like they're so creepy and it's so interesting. And when my dad was telling me that we were actually going down that highway in that tunnel, it was really cool. And I always wanted to try it, but it's so expensive to get pork just to waste it. So yeah. So if you like that, check it out. I don't know if any of these stories have Pele in them, but I don't know. I'm probably reading a few of them. They're just short stories. And then these are from the library. The Cold Kiss by John Rector, and I love the little creepy cover. And it's about a couple that are on the run from their past, and they're on their way to Reno. And they don't have much money, and then they meet a man that offers them $500 to take them to Omaha. And they're like, oh, cool, money. And then he ends up dying in the backseat. This is all in the synopsis, so it's not a spoiler. But he ends up dying in the back seat with a bag full of money, like so much money, and they don't know what to do with it. So I guess they just had to go to Omaha anyway. And then but then they get pushed to the side of the road by a blizzard, and they get stuck in this rundown hotel, which I guess is that, or a motel. So that's what the cover is about. And then they run into all these problems, of course. Typical ghost story or creep story. And then this one is In the Night Room by Peter Straub. And this one is about a young adult novelist who feels like, it says she thinks she's losing her mind again. So I guess she's had issues with that. And she starts thinking that her daughter is in danger and stuff. So, and then this one I'm probably going to buy because it's a bunch of, it's what it is. It's called In the Shadow of the Master. And it's a collection of Edgar Allan Poe's stories. I don't know if it's all of them, but and then like it'll have his story, like The Telltale Heart, and then afterwards it'll have all these authors right here in the cover. After each story, they'll have like one or two little stories which are only like 2 or 3 pages long, and they'll have these authors talk about how Edgar Allan Poe has affected them, or they'll tell kind of a story where it has to do with Edgar Allan Poe. And I've never read any of his stories, which I know is like a crime, but I thought that'd be really cool. So I think I'm just gonna buy it and keep it and read it every time. But I'll see. And then this is my own copy, Monstrumologist by Yancey. And this is about a monstrumologist, which is someone that studies monsters. I'm sure you know that. And then I also have this sequel, which is The Curse of the Wendigo. And I know there's a third one. I don't know if it's out or not. If you can let me know, because I hate reading series out of order. But let me know what you guys think of any of these. This is another series of books that I heard is pretty good, and I think a third one's out or is coming out. But I have both. The Body Finder. I love that cover. It's so pretty. And The Desires of the Dead. This is the first and the second, and it's by Kimberly Derting. That's the author's name. And the first one is about a girl who is a body finder. She has some kind of power where she can find dead bodies, and like if she touches them or something, then she can find out who the killer is or something like that. I'm probably way off, but. And then I have Creepers by David Morrell. And if you see the cover, it has like a creepy, like a hotel door, and it says "Do Not Disturb." And this is about a group of people, 5 people who are creepers, which is a slang term for an urban explorer, which is city archaeologists with a passion for investigating abandoned buildings and their dying secrets. And then they get this reporter who wants to profile them because it's illegal. But I guess they go and they want to break into the Paragon Hotel, which is it was built by a reclusive millionaire, and I guess it's abandoned now, and they want to investigate it and find out what happened and everything. And I think that'd be really cool. I would love to do that. So I'm excited to read this one. And then this one I also got from Priscilla from the Readables. I normally wouldn't read it. It doesn't sound that interesting to me, but she said it was a really good book. So it's called The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, and it got the Newbery Award. So, and it's about a boy his name is Nobody Owen, and or Nobody Bod, and I guess it says he's a normal boy. He would be completely normal if he didn't live in a sprawling graveyard being raised and educated by ghosts, with a solitary guardian who belongs to neither the world of the living nor the dead. So it sounds kind of interesting. She said it was really good. So. And then what I'm reading right now, which I should be done soon, is Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie. And this book, I'm sure you know what it's about, but it is about zombies, and it totally reminds me of it has the same plot as that movie The Village it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and it has Joaquin Phoenix in it. And that movie, to me, I apologize if you don't agree, but that movie was really, really, really stupid. And so that's what this reminded me of. So I didn't want to read it, but I heard so many great reviews, and this is my copy, and I got it at Borders for like it was $2 or something. And what's really cool is the cover. I don't really like the cover. I like the original cover, but this is the UK cover. Like if you I think right there it says UK only. And I don't know, I was at my local Borders, and so I thought that was pretty cool. It's the UK version, but yeah. So I really like it so far. I'm only on 106, page 106, and I really like it. I think it's interesting. It really drew me in. Then I have the sequel, which is The Dead Tossed Waves, and then I'm getting the third one soon, which I don't know what that one's called. But yeah, so that's my little haul, and let me know if you guys have any information about like these two sequels, or like the Monstrumologist and the Body Finder, if you guys have read it and what you thought. And if you guys want me to do any specific reviews, I will definitely get to it. So that's what I'm doing for my Halloween. I'll just be being a nerd and reading and spending time with my husband. So yeah, I hope you guys have a creepy, scary, fun Halloween. And let me know what you guys are reading or what you're doing. And happy reading.